So this is not the United States' fault, but ultimately the peace talks are collapsing. And it truly boils down to the fact that the Russians are lying to try to get out of doing peace talks and really just to stall any kind of peace. Let me explain. You may remember that back in January, there was a 20-point peace plan that the United States worked on with Ukraine and Europe. They went back and forth for a very long time, and the United States and Ukraine and Europe were happy about this. That plan was then brought via the Russian envoy, Steve Witkoff, all the way over to Moscow. They sat down, they talked to it with government officials, and then we heard nothing. Well, according to the Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov, he never received so-called plans, saying, quote, now they're waving around some kind of document with 20 points, which no one has given us either officially or unofficially, which we know is a lie because, yes, they got it, and the U.S. envoy for peace talks flew out there to talk about said plan. Instead, Lavrov is saying we need to talk about that plan that was given to us prior to the Alaskan summit, one that he claims that Witkoff had given to him, and in that plan, we learned just the other day, supposedly the United States was supposed to demand that Ukraine give up land to Russia, with Lavrov saying that that plan opened up a path to peace and could have formed the basis for a final agreement. A plan that did not involve Ukraine at all, but just the United States demanding Ukraine give up land. And then said that any plans after that is a result, and I want to quote him here, are the result of an attempt by Zelensky in Europe to override the American initiative, which that, I guess, is the name of the plan that the United States was going to do to Ukraine by telling them to give up land. I know, it doesn't make any sense, but it seems like with trilateral talks coming up in Miami again next week, Russia's just trying to essentially say, we don't know what you're talking about here. We just go back to the original plan where you just demand Ukraine give us everything. So are peace talks restarting? Are they collapsing? We don't know. Hopefully we'll find out in the next few days. I'll be sure to keep you updated, so please do share my videos and follow me for more.